28. Yay! I did it with my husband. And we started March 28th. And I had a very good experience in the first month. My husband, Maynard, really struggled. So he struggled without having his beer. That was a big thing. He struggled in the morning, not being able to eat, to have some toast and to have, the jam that he used to put on and the peanut butter and all of this stuff. Whereas I would be fine after lunch, I was okay, but by 6 p.m. I had to have dinner. He would have lunch and he would be fine until 8. So we would have a little bit of a disconnect when it came time to dinner because he's a better cook than I am. And even though the meals are quite simple, I did need his help. So this just gives you an idea of what we looked like, I guess, at Christmas time. Same type of thing. We both travel a lot for our jobs. You're eating in a hotel room. It's whatever the hotel might have when you get in late. Airplane food, which is very interesting. And you do tend to eat more, and then you've got to go out with people. And I think the alcohol, when you're out with people, you have to have that one drink, whereas now I'll have a Perrier or a Pellegrino or something like that, which is much better. Just a few bits and pieces. I had done a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of, but weight loss before, and it was yo-yo for me. I do triathlons as well, and as you can see, I was a heavy girl, right? So I would still do these triathlons, but I wasn't on a podium like Pascal. So when we started, and I apologize, this is in pounds and inches, I did it last night. Maynard was 94.8 kgs, and I was 101 kgs when we started. And these are just sort of in inches. Now we had a Fitbit, because Pascal said, there's this really cool device and you just stand on it, it takes all your measurements. And it worked for Maynard, but we could never get new programs. So he did everything, he followed it very strictly, and his body fat percentage when he started was 30%. These are the results today. Actually, he sent me a note this morning and said, "You've got it wrong on the chart. I'm actually 181 pounds now. And my body fat percentage before I left on my trip, he's in Australia this week, is actually 21. So please make sure you tell everybody." So what I think was great was doing it together, supporting one another. Weekends were tough, so instead of sitting at the television watching a movie, we'd go out for a 2-hour walk, just talk and, just get out of the house, get away from the food and all those cravings. The big changes, the Tropicana is the big one. May used to have a big glass of juice in the morning. I'll admit that I'm a condiment freak when it comes to, your little veggie burgers and stuff. You'd have your burger, but then it was piled high with condiments. And there's some sugar in it, but you don't always realize how much. Cutting out the pasta and the bread as well was a few of the big things. And this is what Maynard looks like. This was last week in the awful green shirt. And he looks fantastic. He has more energy. His moods aren't swinging. I would say sort of the same for me, but I think the bigger transformation, at least at this point, has been him, and he's so conscious about the food now. And I think for myself, I still have another goal of another 11 kgs that I want to hit. But I'm so much more confident traveling. It's okay to ask people to, take this off the plate before they bring it out. So I used to be embarrassed about that before, but not so much anymore. So that's my journey. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Antigua.